Hello, and welcome back to the Level 7 podcast, where we talk about video games, movies, TV shows, and whatever the hell else we feel like talking about.
Podcast.
So, what the hell do we feel like talking about?
What do you feel like talking about? Let me start this timer.
Oh, okay. I feel like talking about re-releases.
Ricola.
Ricola!
That was better than mine.
Well, either way.
Ricola. No, that wasn't very good. Yours is still better. I like yours better.
What? You're looking at me like you want me to do it again.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I was just saying I like it better.
Well, thank you.
Hey, man, you got skills.
I appreciate
Pay
it.
the bills.
But yeah, so we got this Ninja Gaiden Master Collection and the Mass Effect Collection is coming up. And I think it was even just today, Republic Commando, my bad.
No, you're all right.
Got a trailer that is coming out for Switch and PS4.
Which is rad, because that game was sweet.
Oh, man.
And we've talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, like not too long ago. I think it was only like 2 episodes ago or something.
Was it?
I think so. But I mean, who knows?
I don't know. Time is like a flat circle.
You mean the Earth?
The Earth is a little different. It's more like a cylinder with the...
No.
It's 80% water. You just drink it. Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep, that's how they explained it in Escuela.
No, the Earth is like a pizza.
And so you see Antarctica is actually surrounding everything like a Fortnite level, and slowly it's encroaching on us.
Yup.
That's the level 7.
Yeah.
Bringing you the real...
Bringing you the real news.
Anyhow.
That deserves to be newsed.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Okay, so I don't know... Here's the deal. I don't know if I want to play Mass Effect, the trilogy, again. I don't really like replaying games to begin with. That's just not really my steez.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that game was good. Or, I didn't finish that game. Or, that game was bad. But it's never like, oh, man, I'm going to do it again. Except Dark Souls. But...
And Dead Space.
I've never replayed Dead Space.
Really?
No.
My gosh.
I mean, I love the games, but I've only played each of them once. The only games that I've ever replayed, Dark Souls 1, that's it. I'm replaying Dark Souls 3, and Batman Arkham Asylum. And then, like, Nintendo games, and you know what I mean? Games that you have to replay them, essentially. But
I got you.
Yeah,
like Resident Evil 2. Did you ever play Resident Evil 2?
I did play Resident Evil 2. I got that was the tragic story. I think I told that on the podcast where my dad turned off the PlayStation and I didn't have a memory card because we were making too much noise.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah. that was pretty lame.
Oh, sad days.
Oh wow. What are you gonna do?
I mean, cry and go to sleep.
Oh my god. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. I didn't at the time. It felt devastating. So I never did go back and actually beat it again because I was like, well, fuck it.
So you've only beaten it with like Leon?
I think so. Dude, I don't remember. Most of my childhood's like blacked out. Also, I was a coward and I am a coward. Oh. Let's be clear about something. I would only play those games when I had a homie over. So I was like, if it was just me, if I owned that game, it was like in a closet in somebody else's room. I'm scared of that shit. To jump out and get you, just the disc, the cartridge, the game will come out, just grab you while you're sleeping. I don't know, man.
It's going to fucking bite you.
You don't know what's going to happen.
That's crazy. Yeah, I played the ever-living shit out of Resident Evil 2. I must have played that game at least 15 times. Like, not even kidding. I had to have. Resident Evil 4 was definitely the same. Played the hell out of that one too.
See, I did not.
No?
I did not. I never played Resident Evil 4. My brother, big fan, keeps telling me it's, it was the one that like got him into Resident Evil games, but I don't even know if he's like into Resident Evil games. I think he's just into Resident Evil 4. But either way, I mean, a lot of people are like that. People really, really like that game.
Right. I mean, that game, it was amazing. So yeah, that makes sense.
See, I liked Shadows of the Damned because it played like Resident Evil 4, but it was silly.
Right.
It was still kind of spooky, like, oh, you're killing zombies, you're killing dead people. But is goofy. Is goofy. So
Right.
It was more palatable for my my timid senses.
For your doings.
I'm just a jumpy guy. I got a lot of anxiety. I don't know. You just never know when someone's gonna fucking just grab you.
Oh my god!
See, I would have jumped like I almost scared myself. Oh my god! I need to take a breather. Hold on. Can we pause this?
Nope.
Oh my god.
So yeah, good stuff. I'm trying to think. We talked about Dead Space a little bit. I would totally buy those again and play those again.
I would love to play them again. 60 frames per second. Just you don't have to do much to them. You don't have to do much. Just leave everything the fuck alone. Just render it at a higher thing. Do the thing. Make the sound thing good. Done.
Especially the thing.
You know what I'm talking about? There's the
I know what you're talking about.
3 things. Yeah.
Yep.
The controls. Leave those alone
those
mostly.
Are perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the graphics, which are good enough if you just upscale them and
Yeah. Just add a tiny bit more resolution to each texture.
Right. A little bit of res, a little bit of frame rates, and then the last one is donuts.
I love donuts.
Hey,
Dude.
there was the sound. The sound was that one. Where that is the one piece that I think that they could totally upgrade to enhance the experience with the new 3D Pulse headsets and stuff.
Ooh, that would be cool.
That would be the one thing where I'm like,
Right.
But who's gonna do it? They fucking EA murdered
EA.
Visceral.
God, fucking hate you, EA. I know.
I don't know. Here's the thing about EA is they make things that I love.
Yep.
But I hate them for it.
That's because the things that they do make that are really good, they always just pull the rug out from under it at some point. They're like, you know what? This was too good. Fuck this game. You're like, no.
I mean,
what?
Dead Space 3 was their own fault because that was the microtransaction weirdness when they really tried to put that in every single game. Do you remember that?
I played the hell out of Dead Space 3 too.
That was a good game, but it was the way the whole microtransaction.
That was really weird because you could buy parts for guns, and then you could buy little robots that would go scavenge for parts, which I actually really enjoyed that part of the game, the building your own weapon. So I made a fucking shotgun sniper rifle, so you could just blast people and then they'd fall over, and then you snipe off their freaking limbs.
That's tight,
dude. I was able to tear people up with just one freaking gun. It was awesome. I didn't really mind it. I don't think I bought any of the microtransactions.
No, I played that game. I liked Dead Space 3. It just didn't feel like a Dead Space game a lot of the time. A lot of the time it didn't.
They needed to make it spookier for sure. But that's kind of tough when you want to put in a second person. But I did like the way they put him in there though. The second player was
because you could do a co-op thing.
Yeah. And it at times it seemed like a figment of Isaac's imagination too. Where you're just does this other guy actually exist? Or is he? Or am I just hallucinating?
That's every day. Right now, actually.
You don't know if I'm real?
I don't know if any of this is...
You don't know if I'm real?
Punch me in the face!
Didn't do it. I'm not real.
I know. Coward. My imagination. I told you I'm a coward. I'm fear. I can't even hit myself in my made-up hallucination of you existing.
Oh.
For this exact scenario.
That's true. Fucking wimp.
By the way, that stool that we were talking about earlier, it's bent. The leg is bent.
Whoa.
That's why it keeps falling over.
Oh, okay.
So no wonder it kept trying to kill you because it's literally dying.
How the hell did that happen? That's all right.
I blame my senator. Anyhow, I don't even know who my senator is. But Douglas Billingsworth. Hi, I'm here for everyone except for all of you.
But that really does just we went off on the whole Dead Space idea because I was trying to think of a game that I really want remasters of, which Dead Space is definitely one of them.
I don't think any game is necessarily exempt from the remaster treatment as long as there's an audience for it.
Right.
Remaster all you want. It's I guess the price is right and somebody's willing to buy it. fudge it. But yeah, I mean, as far as like games that deserve it, that's few and far between, my friend. I would love to see a full-on remaster of the Arkham Asylum or the Arkham games. Like using, I mean, obviously they can do better than the Arkham Knight engine now, but I don't think they're going to go back and do that. But
yeah, I don't think so. I think they're moving on to other games.
well, I just mean like they could have another studio do that. It doesn't have to be Rocksteady that does that.
That would be cool. I'd be okay with that.
Because it's like Blue Point, right? That's the company that did like Demon Souls, and they did Shadow of the Colossus. I think those are their two big like remakes that they've done so far.
Yeah.
So I mean, a studio like that would be awesome to see that.
I just totally found one looking through my game list. But Parasite Eve.
That would be interesting. Do you think the gameplay would hold up, or do you think they'd have to change it?
Because
well, never mind. You know that they would change it.
Oh, of course they would. They would Final Fantasy VII the shit out of it. I don't think it's Square though. Is it?
It's Square.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what? I'd actually be okay with that though. I think that'd be cool.
Twist. It was a cool game, and I mean, honestly, they could probably do way better. They could probably like execute their vision way better now with modern technology.
Right, and because holy crap, that game is so freaking fun. I would love to see it remade the way it was, just with way better graphics and better voice acting and better music and
better ingredients, better pizza, fucking
better games.
Whatever, I'm over it. Just malfunction. Joke, failed, joke.
Oh, no.
Whatever. They don't all land or take off or exist.
That's true. Bubsy, we need another one of those.
Oh, yeah? I think they made another
They did. They made like 2 more.
It sucks.
Like recently.
It's too bad.
It's like, why?
I don't know. You got the property, and it's like, I don't know. Put the little dingbat thing.
Yeah, but they kind of remade it in the vein of the first 2, which was. I know everybody gives Bubsy 3D shit, but at least Bubsy 3D was like semi-playable.
I thought you were just gonna stop there. At least Bubsy 3D. Next up,
Buffy had a fun game. No,
but
Bubsy 3D, at least like the controls were shit. What you were trying to do was normally just stupid. And,
okay. Yep.
I mean, but at least it was like a game. You knew what to do. If you've ever played Bubsy 1 and 2, it's just a mishmash of shit all over the screen. And you're like, do I have to collect this stuff? Do I have to kill these things? Do I even need to move? And then shit just starts flying around, and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing.
You're like, here we are. Okay. Then begin level at some point.
Then you just kind of float through things, and you're like, this is why?
Yeah.
Yeah. So another franchise that I feel like would be amazing if it came back is Gex.
I did like Gex.
Right?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think. Well, I guess they would. I bet you they could remake Gex because they would have to rebuild it from the ground up at this point.
Oh yeah. Definitely like restart or reboot. There's the word.
Reboot it? Yeah. Like give it the Ratchet and Clank treatment?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and reimagine the first one.
Well, I mean, there's enough new pop culture references that they could make. There's a ton of new material. But the question is, what studio is up to do it? Like, Eidos don't do that no more. They make Lara Croft games.
Naughty Dog.
What, did Naughty Dog do that?
No.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it was Eidos.
I mean, Naughty Dog can do whatever they want.
Right. I mean, my prediction for E3 is that they're going to give us a teaser for Jak and Daxter, but I would like for them to take on Gex.
That would be...
I just would like to see what the hell they do with that.
I mean, I don't know if Naughty Dog could not take themselves seriously, though. I think that even if they do a Jak... Would you say a Jak and Daxter game?
Mm-hmm.
Even if they do that, it'll be more like Jak 3 or like Jak 2 Cool Jak.
Where they're all dark.
It's not like Goofy Jak where he's like, oh, I got this little fucking rodent thing. And he's like, I'm a little asshole instead. And the new ones are like, what's up, dude? And he's like, well, fuck you, bud.
It's like, I got dark Mako in my body.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, calm down, Jak. Everybody said this one a ton too, though, but Dino Crisis. I mean, they already have the new Resident Evils.
Yeah, those are scary, man.
Just throw Dino Crisis into that engine.
Everybody wants survival horrors. I think that's like the thing that everybody always just wants. And me, I'm just like, them shits are scary.
It's kind of hard not to want survival horrors because when they came out, like all the good ones really are on the PlayStation 1. And I mean,
all the original good ones, Silent Hill and
right, and I mean,
D and Clock Tower
but I mean, yeah, that's where most of them got their start. But that's also where a lot of them just started and stopped.
True.
So I think if you did go back and fix all those janky ass looking graphics that for some reason everybody doesn't like as much as I do, but
no,
they don't.
Nobody likes that.
That's fine.
They're so ugly.
I love. What? No, they're charming.
The pre-rendered backgrounds and shit.
Dude, hell yeah! No. And like the way if it's not like the walls warp and shit while you're walking, it's just the way the world works, right?
Get out of here with that nonsense. Anyhow, yeah, I don't know. I like PS1 games fine, but some of them are just fucking ugly as shit to look at, and that's fine. I mean, game's not about how good it looks, but to some degree, some games it matters. Like when you're going for an aesthetic, right? It's like it's got to kind of matter.
It's very true. I'm sorry. I don't know if I should keep doing this. I'm just scrolling through all the games that I have.
Oh,
and just like finding ones that I like. I'd love that one.
I'd
love that
to see
one.
A remake of this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should stop doing that. I could be here all day. Because I just saw Echo. It's like, dude, they never made the second Echo after Defender of the Future.
I don't like underwater games, so I'm out.
You better sack up.
I'm sorry, dude.
Just fucking love Echo.
No, Echo gives me anxiety. It's like, bloop, 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 bloop. I mean, he's still a dolphin. He can still drown, technically. I'm just saying, it's possible.
Oh, he drowns in the game, too.
See?
Don't you worry about it.
That's fucked up. I don't like that shit.
It's fine. It's not really you.
Yeah, but
you'll be fine.
I was a dolphin. How does a dolphin sound? They clap, right? That's them? Seals? I don't know, whatever.
Like,
oh, you're pretty good at that. My dolphin. I haven't been practicing my dolphin in a while. You know, you see, it's not exactly my tippy-top language.
It's not really good or appropriate. So,
but what about you never played Diablo 2? So
I never did. Oddly enough, I have that big ass book with like Diablo 2 and like one of the expansions or something, and then like the strategy guide for it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. The big box.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And I have it, but every time I've tried to play it on any of my computers, it just pulls.
Computer's like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
Like, what is this?
It pulls the PC problem. Like every game that I want to play on PC, they're like, fuck you, this is older than 2 years.
I mean,
it's like, God, I can't, like, I think I have like 4 computers. They're all like different operating systems, like Windows XP, Windows 8. I think I have a Windows.
You got a Windows 3.1?
7.
You gotta have a Windows 3.1, dude.
I think I have XP 7, 8, and 10. So like they're not old.
Well, I guess that kind of explains why retro PC gaming is such a smaller niche than retro console gaming, because consoles, it's just fucking way more convenient.
I mean,
and so it ages, the technology ages better. I've just never really thought of that. I was always wondering, like, it's like, you know, PC games are getting harder to find, and there are people that just collect the big box PC games, which, you know, that's awesome. I think that's an awesome collection, but good luck fucking playing them unless you're like emulating old I'm sure it's all possible.
Oh,
you know what I mean? But it's just like so much work. But what isn't? You know, what passion isn't worth doing that much work for when you just really want to play the original Leisure Suit Larry, or
I just want to play the Neverhood.
There you go.
Like,
is that just not available on anything?
It's not, and I have the disc for it too, and it just taunts me daily. It just stares at me.
You have to be able to emulate the operating system you need.
I might be able to. Yeah.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm an
Dude,
idiot.
I don't know. I've tried it on my computers, and it's just like, no, wrong sound card.
And you're like, oh, that makes sense.
It's like, fuck.
It's like, this is too many sounds. We didn't see back then. We didn't have that many sounds. There was
Right.
only 4 sounds in the 90s. There was A and yo.
And the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, what's that? How's it go? There
I
you
can't
go.
do it. I'm not Wilhelm.
No, that was good. That was. I don't know who Wilhelm.
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 Yeah.
Wilhelm. Is
Yeah.
he from Neverhood?
No.
Oh.
It's just.
Oh, I
it's
know what
the
you're talking
famous-
about. Yeah. The
Right. It's in like every Star Wars movie and like hundreds of others.
I wonder why. I don't know. I know that plenty of people have talked about this, but
Right. It's just one of those things where I think it was part of like a old. Oh man, where did the scream come from? I think it was an old Western movie, and it was this dude named Wilhelm, and he got shot off his horse, and then he did that scream, and I think it was another director like a couple years later liked that movie so much that he just wanted to throw in something from it. So he's like, "This scream is amazing. Let's use it." So then people just kind of kept doing it.
they're like, all right, let's just keep using this one dude
Yeah.
dying poorly.
So they're like, "Oh, I like this movie. Let's use something from it." Wilhelm scream. Wilhelm scream. And then and then it just kind of got out of control.
We're gonna have to use the Wilhelm scream in one of the news segments at some point.
That's true. We'll
Don't know.
have to think of something.
Fortnite 8 Street Fighter.
Yep.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, sometimes you just gotta give Ryu, a rocket launcher and let him do his thing.
Yeah, just give him a gun.
Chun-Li just needs a sniper rifle. She's like, oh, feet. Why have I been using my feet? I could shoot you in the fucking face.
Right?
Long distance. No, I don't know. I think it's funny. Like, it's cool that they're keeping it fresh, I guess, and they're introducing their player base, Fortnite that is, to a bunch of franchises that they may have otherwise not been turned on to. So,
Right.
I don't know. It goes to show you that the Fortnite, like the people making it they have good taste, right? Because they keep using all the shit that we love.
Yep.
Star Wars and
Kratos, Street Fighter, DC characters, not the Marvel characters. So.
You don't like them? Like at all?
I'm just playing. I give them shit.
No, I don't. I have no
Right.
dog in the race. I like the Batman
I mean,
Origins. What was the Christopher Nolan ones? Those ones.
Oh,
Batman Beyond. Batman Begins.
yes.
Batman Begins.
That's like not Tim Sale. Bruce Timm. He did the 1990s animated series of
Bruce Timm.
Tim Bruce?
Tim Bruce.
Tim.
Hello, I'm Bruce Timmy. I'm Tim Bruce. Anyhow. And then they canceled Anthem.
Yeah.
Officially they said, "Hey, we really screwed the pooch on this one." I don't know. I mean, c'est la vie. It sucks. Like, they kept promising that they were going to fix that game, and honestly, I was hoping that they would, because it's like I wanted to play the game they said they were going to make.
It really did look awesome. Like, I don't know if you people remember this, but when we only had trailers and that shit to go off, people were stoked. Like, even I was pretty excited, but luckily, before I purchased it, I was like, you know what? I don't want to play Destiny again. I'm going to wait to see what everybody else says about this.
Yeah.
And yeah, then everybody else was just like, no, this is terrible.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but I mean, like, ambitious projects sometimes fail.
Yep.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it, You
go back and No Man's Sky the hell out of it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, what game do you think... I think Rainbow Six probably salvaged itself the most.
I was totally going to use that one.
Yeah, that game made a comeback.
Because, yeah, like...
Sorry, I was trying to think of a question to ask you, and then I was like, I want to have my answer first, so he can't take it, because I know what you're going to say.
I know.
But yeah, that game that was a comeback of the fucking century, that game.
Yeah, that one went from, like, dead in the water from the start to they were like, how the hell do we get this to be better? And then, yeah, they started adding operators and more maps, and Then I think they made it free for like a month or something. And
They did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made a huge push towards it.
And I think what was crazy, I think they made it free during a release of like new stuff. So they didn't like pull that crap where they're like, oh, here's your free month. Enjoy. And then after the month, they're like, and now buy all of this stuff.
Right.
No, they like incorporated it into the free month. And then people got to see how much cooler it was. And then it finally blew up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was totally going to be my answer. Son of a bitch. Oh, that was all I was thinking of. Now I can't think of another one. What?
It is funny to think that games used to just be you get what you get. You don't throw a fit. Like either the game was good, it was bad, there was no change in it, there was no updates. It just like was like, well, this game's got this fucking glitch in it. Oh well, like now that's part of its legacy.
Right. Either you bought Shaq Fu and accepted it, or you bought Shaq Fu and hated yourself.
Right.
I liked Shaq Fu. It was terrible, but so was Mortal Kombat, to be honest.
Hey.
Not as terrible.
I'm like, come on, man. They had those graphics.
But I mean, man, yeah, you go back now and try to play those like first two.
No, thanks.
Those first two those are horrible. They blew our mind back in the day, but if you try to play those now, it's like, God, these games.
This is fucking garbage.
The third one was good. Third one was decent.
I like the third one. I liked the first two, obviously, because I was a small child and
I mean,
you just get to murder people. It's
Right.
whatever. It's fun for some reason. But the trilogy, I got that much later on the 64 when they had all the content and all the levels and it had like everything, every
all the fighters,
all the different finishing moves and shit. That was awesome because you could just. There was so much content that you could just go through and just try to see everything, even when you're playing by yourself in practice mode and stuff. Whereas the other ones just kind of required, like you'll go through the tournament mode or whatever, and then you're like, all right, well, if I don't have anybody else to play with, I'm just do this again.
Right.
So, I don't know. I've never been that into fighting games though. So
me neither. I really tried with Samurai Showdown. I played the shit out of that game on my MVS machine.
Yeah.
For like months. I think I even talked about like wanting to just keep practicing and then get into tournaments. And then COVID happened, and then I was like, all right, never mind.
Yeah, there ain't gonna be no tournaments.
Like, I'm done now, and I haven't touched it since.
Right.
It's like shit.
Fighting games, man. That's a cool community, but it is definitely like you have to practice.
Oh man.
Like you have to practice. You have to just be fucking good.
And like
to stand a chance.
Yeah, and the way people that play fighting games like understand like the mechanics, they know like
frame rates.
Yeah, and like the crazy little like jitters to make people do if you like want to dodge a certain punch or something. You're like
plinking,
right? And you're like, what the fuck? How did you learn that? By playing it for millions of hours. That's how.
Sick and twisted.
That's why there's still Street Fighter 2 tournaments, because people that learned that do not want to have to learn anything else.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're the expert in something. You're like, I don't want to let this go. I don't want this to die. Oh well. What game that you like died? Has there been like an MMO or a game that you were really into that just kaputski gone?
Not really. Most games that I play before like this year were mainly single player games. So pretty much if I liked a game, I already had it.
See, I liked City of Heroes.
Oh, the DC one?
So they did there was DC Universe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I never played that one. They did make it free eventually, but the City of Heroes was just a make your own superhero. Like you can make like Ronald McDonald, and I did. But yeah, that game was awesome. You chose like what kind of superhero you were, what kind of powers you had, whether it was like super strength or whatever, and then you could build a team and go into a dungeon. And it's like, depending on the team that you build, there would be like different environmental options and stuff for like how you're kind of progressing through it.
Right.
And then just mobs of enemies that you just be murdering. It was a cool game.
That does sound pretty fun.
Bit repetitive, but I mean, every MMO ever is repetitive.
Yep. I just found one for you.
What?
NFL 2K.
I mean, they are making a new one, right? Like, I think NFL got an NFL, or 2K got an NFL license.
No way.
I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Nuh-uh.
nuh-uh. Did you just turn into fucking Will Smith on me?
No.
Yeah. Woo!
The NFL 2K partnership explained.
There you
Don't
go.
expect another NFL game.
Oh, is that what it said? Boo.
Yep. Don't expect another NFL 2K.
Lame. Okay, I was wrong. Sorry. Didn't mean to get your hopes up.
I'll read this article later, and we'll see exactly what.
You can't read. He's just gonna look at the pictures.
That's true.
That's Patrick Mahomes. He could throw almost a touchdown.
He did real good until it mattered.
I mean, again, I don't think it was necessarily like his fault. Like
he got destroyed.
Dude.
He got Cam Newtoned hard.
Dude, well, and I mean that one pass where he's like spinning around, he chucks it up.
I can't believe that got there.
And plinks Tyreek Hill right in the face mask.
Yeah, that was like a fucking movie throw. Like that shit should have been in slow motion with like camera movement, fucking blurs.
You know what it should have been?
Glare, like
it should have been fucking caught.
It should have been caught. I can't believe it. It hit him right in the face.
Same with that other one where he's like diving and he's like, whoa.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit.
And then it goes, pink, right off the dude's chest plate. It's like, oh my Lord.
I know.
My God.
He really played amazing, but they just got outplayed.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
100%. That defense did some work. Shaq Barrett, it was good to see
Shaq
him.
Barrett.
I miss him.
You.
I know. They should have never let him go. They're like, oh, Shaq Barrett or Vaughn. Look, never mind.
I mean,
no comment. You can't help if you get injured. That's not your fault.
That's really not.
It's not your fault if you get injured, and you can't hold it against a player if they get injured.
Yeah.
I don't know why we got on football again, but it's not even.
I mean, because
football
football's fun.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm sitting here actually looking at all these football games.
Oh yeah, you started it with the football
did.
thing. Okay, I was like, why are we talking about football?
Sorry. The Street series, actually, like for real though.
I mean, I would just play a re-release of, just re-release those. Put them on the digital network.
That would be cool. I would. I mean, because EA actually has all these licenses.
Dude, I want NBA Street.
Oh my God,
2.
NBA Street. NBA Street
2 was just.
It was the best. It had all of the fantastic stuff from the first one, and none of the stupid shit that they added for the third one. It was perfect.
We should play some NBA Street. Do you own that game?
Yes, I do. I think I only have the first one right now, though.
The second one's... Yeah,
Dude,
I mean, we got to get the second one.
I know. Second one is amazing. We'll get it. But yeah, I'd totally be down to play some of that. I don't know. Actually, most of the games that I like continue to live on.
Doom.
Doom.
I mean...
Man, they remade that with some ferocity.
Well, I mean, it's
Dude,
it is a industry-defining franchise.
Yep.
And continues to be.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal was amazing.
Dude, it blew... I don't know how, but yeah, they keep making first-person shooters even better. Like, how did you do that? Like, it was crazy. I just didn't expect it.
Yeah, it's crazy that they're still inventing new mechanics within that play style that like can change the entire way you play the game. Like adding the resource management to Doom Eternal, how you're like having to like, keep your armor, keep your ammo, kill dudes in different ways to like try to mitigate like losing one of these things, because then you're just either dead or you can't shoot anything and then you're dead.
Right.
I don't know. It was cool. It really made you like manage how the how the battles were going.
Right.
And you still had to keep moving. You still had to survive. It was a pain in the ass.
Dude, it's so good.
So good.
I loved it.
Those marauders though can just eat a dick.
They definitely took me a minute to get used to.
Yeah, fuck those things, man.
But yeah, once you get it though, you could just destroy them.
Yeah. I didn't realize that the dog gets spawned if he shoots you.
If you shoot early, like while he's blocking, if he blocks it, then he sends a dog.
Yeah, oh my God.
So yeah, you just got to learn to not shoot all the time.
Yeah, but I shoot. It's Doom. It's shoot all the time, bro.
I know, that's why it like messed with me, because it's like, well, I'm just supposed to shoot this dude a lot, right?
It's like no, stop shooting.
Now you have to. The one time in this whole game, slow down.
It's like, hey, don't shoot him. It's like, no.
It's like, how am I supposed to do that?
Oh, well. So, do you think they're just going to cancel the Harry Potter game at this point?
I seriously hope not. I want that game so bad. I've wanted just an open world, do whatever the fuck you want Harry Potter game since the very first one on the PlayStation.
Have you watched the trailer for this one?
I've watched a couple trailers.
It looks pretty cool. I want to see what kind of game it is.
Right.
Like, what do you do in the game? Like, okay, I see you can go into a dungeon and maybe a thing happens. There might be like a story. Like maybe they tell the story of fucking, what's her name? Rebecca Ravenclaw or like
Oh,
Rhonda Ravenclaw.
whatever the hell her name is. You
Anyhow,
know what we're talking
yeah,
about.
you know, good old Rhonda. Anyhow, fuck.
I don't know. I think that one is unfortunately one of those projects though where it's like everybody's expecting something totally different.
Yeah, and how do you not just make it fan service the game?
Right, because either you can make it so you're a student, give it like a real Persona feel. That'd actually be pretty cool. If it's like RPG mixed with social aspects to win your house the cup, or try to get onto the Quidditch team.
Like you got to go do quests or something to like earn points somehow, and if you fail or you like choose wrong options within the quest, there's different outcomes where you like lose points if you make a bad decision or you're like an asshole.
Right.
Like, oh, you stole this thing. Your house is fucking whack. You're all dead to me.
Fucking Hufflepuffs.
Yeah, exactly. The kids are just like, what the fuck? You can't talk to me like that. I'm gonna tell my mom and be like, I'll kill your mom. I'll kill your dad.
There's just one fucking kid in all of Hogwarts running around. Oh, fucking kill your mom.
No, this is the teacher.
Oh, it's the teacher.
Yeah, this is the teacher awarding the points. He's like, you want a point? You broke into his office. They'll be like, he was an evil wizard. And he'll be like, I don't give a fuck if he's an evil wizard or not. That is his private quarters. He was taking a shit in there when you guys broke in there. And yeah, that's some dark magic bullshit. You didn't have to kill him.
You didn't have to kill him. It's just like a gym teacher from Detroit for some reason in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be that'd be amazing.
I don't know. What would your Hogwarts game be?
Fuck Hogwarts. We'd go to the American school.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, you want to learn? Fuck no. Damn, I guess I'm going to go home.
All right.
Play video games. Actually, school anymore. Hogwarts from home. Do you think they're doing virtual learning from home? Like,
oh yeah.
Zoom calls.
There's kids just
Leviosa.
blowing themselves up on accident.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh well.
Whatever. That stupid protective bubble probably stops a virus somehow.
You're right. Wizards got all the tricks.
Right. Sons of bitches. Of course, then I saw Onimusha, but I don't really want them to do anything about that one.
They already did.
Right. They re-released it, but then everybody was like,
this isn't the right thing.
oh yeah, Onimusha. And it's like, God. It's like, this is like one of the best games that come out on PS2, right? And everybody's just like, where's Mario? It's like, fuck. Well, okay.
And then they did Mario.
And then they did Mario, and then everybody was
fine.
totally fine. So
yeah, everybody's just like, oh my god, I got Mario. It's me, Mario. It's me. It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
And other Marios. Slightly different Mario.
Yeah. But I don't know why I randomly went back to what games I want remakes of.
Randomly? What are you talking about? That's been...
Well, we were talking about Harry Potter.
Were we?
Yeah.
I think I rambled about Harry Potter for like 20 minutes.
Dude.
I don't even remember how the hell I got there. I was like, oh yeah, you got to earn points.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you lose points when you murder the teachers.
I don't know. If they could find a fun way to merge the first game on PS1, coming back to that one, and the first game on Game Boy. If you can't do it like Persona, do it like that, where there are platforming sections and then like RPG stuff in between. Did you ever play the Game Boy version? Or the PlayStation 1 version?
No, I've never played a Harry Potter game, unfortunately. I mean, honestly, I could see the appeal. I read the books. But,
right.
Yeah, the games, I was never like, oh man, I'm going to go fucking buy a Harry Potter game.
I was that kid. I think I bought like 1 through 4, and then after that I was like, this is getting dark for some reason.
It does get really dark.
And then like I have all of them on Blu-ray, but I still go back to the first, second, and third one a lot just to watch, because it's like it's fun magical, but some shit happens at the same time. The rest of it's like, well, we got rid of the fun. There's still some magic, and the dark is real dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You get that Order of the Phoenix and the Half-Blood Prince. Those ones get pretty nutty.
Yeah.
Start killing off main characters, and you're like, oh shit, the Wizarding World is fucked.
Right? Like, these kids are in a high school.
Hey, man.
Fucked up.
There's real stakes, man. It's
Yeah.
real life. You got magical powers, great responsibility, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, I guess. But, yeah.
You're a dark wizard, Harry. What if he just added that word? Harry would have been like, am I? Oh, man, sweet.
Like, sweet. I talk to snakes. That makes sense.
I talk to snakes. Whatever. I'm pretty cool.
I'll stick this one boa constrictor on my body. And
Boa constructor?
Yeah, boa constrictor. What? Sitting on my fat ass cousin. Now he's dead.
I call him Dudley, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I want the Soviet strike games back.
You know what I want to see? Remember Freedom Force? Did you ever play that?
I have Freedom Force 2 on the Dreamcast. I have not been able to play it yet.
Freedom Force is cool as fuck.
Yeah. Or wait, no, I have Fighting Force. I don't think I have Freedom Force.
Yeah, Freedom Force was different. I think that was PS2 and original Xbox. But that game was sweet. It was like a third-person action shooting, like third-person shooting strategy game, kind of like a Ghost Recon, where you could like tell your dudes where to go to like flank people and stuff. Did you ever play Brothers in Arms?
Yeah. I've seen that game. I never played that one, though.
Those games are sick,
definitely
too.
want to get that. Brothers in Arms were pretty good. I played a couple of those. I don't remember what happened. That was definitely in the
Nazis lost.
Yeah, that was definitely in the World War II stage of everyone make a World War II game. That was when, Band of Brothers, Call of Duty, Battlefield, fucking...
Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor.
That was the big one.
Dude, I loved Medal
of Honor was the one that kicked off the whole fucking shebang, man.
Right.
That game was great. Crawl through that hole, you pick up that dossier, you're like, oh shit, gotta read this dossier. You're like, the Nazis? Who the hell are they? They're bad guys? I gotta kill them all? They got fucking dogs?
Fucking dogs. Dude, Medal of Honor Airborne was probably one of my favorites.
See, I liked Pacific Sun. Was that the one? Or Rising Sun?
Rising Sun.
Yeah.
GameCube, PS2, and Xbox.
Okay.
Mine was Airborne was PS3 and Xbox 360. And
I don't think I played that one. I played Medal of Honor, the like reboot one.
Oh yeah,
that one was sweet.
I really liked that one.
That like last mission when you're on the side of that hill,
dude,
and those dudes are like coming towards that cabin, and the cabin's just like being deteriorated by all the bullets and shit. You're like, ah,
that shit got real.
That shit was tight.
That was a great story. Oh, that was incredible. And then they made the next one, and it was like, fuck.
Yeah, well, I don't remember. Warfighter, maybe?
I think it was Warfighter.
Yeah, I think it was I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember now either. But yeah, the first one that they did the remake or reboot of was incredible. Then the second one, it was just like, oh man,
this isn't as good.
This story is dumb. I don't care about this fucker at all.
Did you play any of the Battlefield games, like the recent ones? Like Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5? Which, it doesn't make any sense that Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 are the two most recent.
Right.
But that's what it is.
I have not, for some crazy-ass reason.
They're pretty cool. The campaigns are rad the way that they broke it up. Because, Battlefield's always had, like, you could get in tanks, you can get in planes, you can get in fucking, hot dog mobile. You can...
Right. The Oscar Mayer wiener.
Exactly. My baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. Anyhow.
I was going to say, I don't know it. You go for it.
Later. I'll save that for later.
Cool.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Battlefield. So they break the campaign into several pieces, right? So it's like you'll get one piece that's like you're the Italian shock trooper. And then you get another piece where you're like the Irish or the American pilot or the Irish like tank guy. You know what I mean? So they kind of like break each story up, and then all the stories are happening like at the same time.
Right.
Which is cool, but
yeah,
you can select them in any order.
I definitely wanted to play Battlefield 1 because, I mean, it's like one of 2 games about World War One.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they threw in a bunch of experimental weapons from the time to make it not just ping,
right,
ping.
Which, I mean, if they would have just gone with that direction, it could have been cool. But I loved that game. I mean, we played that game online hella.
Yeah.
Like, that Battlefield 4 played the most. Battlefield 1 played the second most.
Dude, Battlefield 4.
That game was amazing.
That was incredible.
Just remake that game. Just Battlefield 4 2.
I'd be okay with that.
Where they're just like, oh, hey, remember Battlefield 4? Here it is again. Here's a few more multiplayer levels. And we redid the whole thing. And we just make easy money.
Yeah.
We just cash in
And
easy money.
I remember that campaign being pretty good, too. It wasn't anything like earth-shattering or super memorable, but I had fun playing it.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I don't really remember.
You know, a game would be amazing to get a reboot for?
Jet Set Radio.
No, not at all. That game's terrible. I'm kidding. I've only played a little bit of that one, but it's definitely fun. No, Siphon Filter.
Oh my god! So that was gonna be one of my joke. That was one of my joke games that I was gonna bring up during the trilogies thing. I don't know why I left it out, but yeah, the Siphon Filter trilogy, dude.
I don't want them to just like reskin it. They got to remake that shit.
That was the game that like invented strafing in third person, kind of.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Do you remember how you could like,
Dude, yeah, you just like ran. Your head led the way.
It was really weird. Like the controls in that game, like you could just round a corner, like
and then you could tase a person until they burst into flame.
Yeah,
that was my favorite. I did that shit the whole time, just like tasing people on top of buildings. Then of course they only zoomed in on them right before they caught fire too, and they're just like then they fucking light up, and you're like, this is fucked up. And amazing.
Those games were fun.
Yeah.
For sure. Definitely pioneers in the third person shooting realm.
Man,
I don't even know how the fuck do you play those? Do you have to use the analog sticks? You have
No.
to. You don't?
I don't even think the first one has analog stick control.
Weird.
It might not. It might though. I don't know. I haven't played it in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish they would just make a good Ninja Turtle game again.
What was the last one? Was the one that Platinum Games did? Was that one pretty good?
It was the Mutants in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And its Metacritic score was 44.
I do remember people not liking it, saying it was very repetitive more than anything, and the world was kind of empty.
Yeah.
Because it's a big open world and there's just nothing to do in it.
It was cool. I wish it would have been better. Because, yeah, even as a Turtle fan, I still haven't beat that game. But, yeah, those complaints are very valid. It was very empty. Because you had to run your happy ass all around this fucking map, and there was nothing to do in between points.
Right.
And then, yeah, the fighting was fun, but after you, like, did everything, you kind of couldn't do anything else. So you're just like, oh, now I got to flop to Leo, flop to Donnie, flop to Raph, now to Mikey, do it again. Yeah.
Sounds awful. I don't know. It's like Platinum has few misses. That for sure seemed like they probably still made money on it because it's Turtles.
Oh yeah.
But it seemed like the game was like not as not up to par with their standards. Man, because it's like even the Transformers Devastation games. Yeah. Or that game was pretty sick.
Right. I felt the same way about that one though too. Where it got really empty, and then you just did the same thing repeatedly.
Yeah.
But that's okay. But the art style in that Ninja Turtles one was
it was sick.
Gorgeous. Because they used the IDW comic art from, I can't remember her name, but I'm pretty sure it was just one artist that really drew like that in IDW.
Meryl Streep.
Maybe.
Carlos Santana.
But yeah, her art was incredible, and I loved it that they based it off that.
Did you ever play Turtle Smash Up?
Hell yeah, I have it on PS2
Nice.
because I thought about getting it on the Wii, and then I remembered I didn't like it.
The Wii?
The Wii.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bought it on PS2 instead.
I was going to buy it on this one console, and then I forgot. And then I remembered that I fucking hate that console.
Either I can get one with an actual controller and buttons, or I could play it with a D-pad and 2 buttons.
Yeah. Yeah, the Wii controller was left a lot to be desired. I mean, the same could be said for the Switch controller, which at least now they have the Pro controller options.
Right.
Which is nice, where it's like, it's not a Pro controller, that's just a regular controller.
Right.
Like a Pro controller has got like paddles and shit, but I don't know. Whatever you got to do to sell shit, Nintendo. I back you up.
Indeed.
I'm there with you along for the ride for life, baby.
I'm there until you piss me off.
I'm married to the game. No pun intended. It was more of a...
No.
You know, it was like trying to...
Right.
You know.
I got it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
Say less.
But no, Nintendo is that freaking weird bastard child in the family that you're like, I like you, but you're not the one I depend on for things.
I mean, that's literally everybody in my family.
Yeah. Oh. I only have one of those in mind.
Oh. Name him. No, I'm just kidding.
No. It's me.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. You're like, hey, your boy, 2 thumbs.
This guy.
Although I shouldn't have this one, but luckily somebody else took the grenade for me. No,
Woo!
Woo! Thanks, Jerry. You'll be missed.
Not as much
Rest in
fire
peace.
as I was
Jesus.
expecting.
Oh. The mic attacked me.
Yep. That will happen. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at all my games, trying to think of ones that I really want rebooted.
I mean, some games aren't better for it.
Right, and a lot of them I'm just looking at. It's like I love the way that one is right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't want them to do stuff to it. That's the tricky part because, like you said, there are definitely you could just do it to any game, but there are some that deserve to be remade.
Right. And I mean, that's who judges such thing? Who makes such decisions? Do you have the power?
I've got the power. But games like Tunnel B1 on the PlayStation 1.
Another opening for you to hit that one more time, but it's too late.
I was distracted by the games I was talking about.
You started it. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, like Tunnel B1, that'd be a terrible game if they ever tried to redo that.
Tunnel B1. I never played that.
It's just like the most floaty first-person shooter where you're just going through tunnels a lot and shooting shit on the PS1.
Okay.
It's super fun. There's the
Tunnel B1, cousin to Obi-Wan. Hey,
oh.
Those are jokes. Those jokes.
Go them
Give me a fucking remake of Twisted Metal 2. Like a full fleshed out remake of Twisted Metal 2. More levels, more fighter dudes. Don't make a new Twisted Metal. Don't add new modes. Just give me Twisted Metal 2. Leave it the fuck alone.
Just add online multiplayer and call it good.
Yes. Don't even add local multiplayer.
Well, I mean, if they're making it the same, it would have that already.
There you go.
But then,
I mean, if you could add online multiplayer, but then somebody would, I don't know, break it. But I guess if it's not that expensive. But if you could keep the cost, if you could just re-release Twisted Metal 2.
Make it like a $35 game or something.
Yeah, like a $30, $40 game.
I mean,
not 60. If they put online modes, they're going to charge $60 for it. I mean, I guess some games are free that are online.
Right. They could just put a bunch of transactions in there for freaking skins on your car or something.
Vector Man would be cool. See, now you got me doing this.
Right? It's hard not to
I'm just like, man, I would sure like to see another...
Right?
I mean, I sure would like to see another Wolfenstein. They better be working on one.
Oh, man.
It's going to be exclusive to the Xbox Series X.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm finally at a point in life where I'll give you another shot, Xbox.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't hate you anymore, but...
Fuck it. I mean, I'm over it. You guys keep You guys keep making yourself look silly, but you know you make good consoles. But yeah, this whole digital thing, man, and then trying to raise the price, and I mean, do what you got to do. You do you. I'm not giving your phone back now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is my phone now.
Really, last thing that there is to talk about this week that we have written down anyway. We could go off to wherever the hell we feel like it because it's our podcast. But
Zach and Wiki.
Yeah, no, Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah. 5 million cheaters.
Yeah.
How? Who the fuck?
That's not even all of them.
That's like half as many people that have played WoW.
Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy. And I can't believe, like, if you've been playing it this long, don't you like the game? And then why would you be cheating at it?
I think it's cumulative. So I think it's like 5 million since they started. I think a lot of people when it first started were using all those bots to like.
Right. So you could like walk around without actually walking around.
Right.
You could go to different places so you can actually find certain Pokemon. Which, by the way, that was dumb as fuck. Why'd they make it so certain Pokemon were exclusive to regions on the planet?
You want to know why? Because there are crazy people that will travel to get them. And the Nintendo's just like, let's just fuck with everybody. Let's just ruin their lives. Make them catch them all. They'll never get them all. We'll keep making more.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But that's fucking stupid. Why? Like, you just needed to make them in every region, but with, like, special events or something.
Okay, well, yeah, but guess what? New variant. Now there's shinies.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about that. I just wanted to fill out the Pokedex, and I was pissed. It was like, we're all the Farfetch'd. And they're like, oh, in Australia, mate.
And you're like, why are you talking like that?
And I that was the moment I literally quit. Like, the moment I had all of them that I
just
could.
Smashed my phone on the ground. I ate my own fist.
Yep. Called it done.
Jumped in the swimming pool and drowned myself to death.
We need another Xena game.
Make it happen. I saw Xena. Okay, where was I? I saw Xena, the complete series at Walmart, actually. Yeah.
Yep. For $50.
I didn't look at the price because, I was like, I already know the guy who owns this.
Yep.
I don't have to buy this.
This guy.
Hey.
Yeah, I found both Xena and Hercules at Walmart, and I bought them both.
Hey, man, look it. We've talked about it. I like those series. I'm down.
I know. I have a hard time not bringing it up every time.
No, you're fine. I mean, you're in the midst of it.
Yeah,
you're in the muck. You're knee deep.
It is my guilty pleasure right now. That is for sure.
You don't seem very guilty about it. I think you actually just actively like it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not guilty. I don't give a crap. Like, why would I be?
Yeah, what would you be guilty for? Oh, I'm sorry that I have an adult decision to do whatever I want.
Right.
Nah, but I mean, it is Lucy Lawless, and she is a badass.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyhow, people quit cheating at Pokemon Go. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you cheating so much? Like, you want to be the greatest trainer that's ever lived? You think cheating's the way to the top? It's not. And even if you get there, even if you make it to the top by cheating, you're not going to stay. You've got a target on your back. There's always somebody better. You just need to get there with elbow grease, whatever that means, and hard work, which is probably the same thing. So that's a bit redundant. But you know what I'm saying.
Yep. You're the blue in red and blue version because you'll get there, but then Ash is going to come up right behind you and just kick the shit out of you because they worked hard to get there.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
They got there later, but they did it better.
Ash is a sneaky bastard, he is.
That son of a bitch. Although I think he's red, technically. Because then, yeah, you meet him in the second one, whatever. But yeah. That's kind of funny. I wonder, are there adults with guilty pleasures?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. There's music, right? Like, oh man, I really like listening to Macklemore. That is not true, but you know what I mean? Like,
who the hell's Macklemore?
Remember what was the song he did? The thrift store one?
Oh!
Yeah, that dude.
I forgot he existed.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I was just like, what's the most like ridiculous shit? And I mean, like, props to Macklemore. You made a bunch of money, and you had that one song. I think he had 2 songs, maybe that like
Wasn't the
whatever.
other one about a scooter?
It sounds fucking stupid. So yeah,
I guess I don't know.
Whatever. Anyhow, who am I to judge Macklemore? You know, I don't fucking know. Maybe his guilty pleasure is playing bad music professionally, getting paid for it. That should be my big guilty pleasure: getting paid for making bad music.
Oh, the alarm! I was like, "What the hell is that sound?" Oh, yeah, but would that be his guilty pleasure though? If he's getting paid for it?
I mean, I don't know.
Right? Does that even count?
I don't look. Maybe it was until he didn't get he didn't always get paid for it. At some point, he had to write dumbass music and be like, "Yep, this is me, mom."
That's true. I'm just trying to think of if I even have a guilty pleasure now. Now we got on.
I mean,
on the topic.
Xena is a guilty pleasure. Like, I think the whole point of a guilty pleasure is one of those things where you're like kind of embarrassed of it, where you're like, oh, I know it's kind of corny or whatever. It's like, I don't know. A guilty pleasure of mine would be like, I don't know. I'm not that guilty about stuff because I don't fucking care anymore. But I mean, like, if I was like, oh man, I like Madonna, right? Like, I could just listen to some fucking Madonna. Sometimes she just fucking slays.
Right.
But it's like not a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, I want to listen to some Madonna. So it's like you don't often bring that up. It's a guilty pleasure.
So something such as a movie, television program, or piece of music that one enjoys despite feeling that it is not generally held in high regard.
I mean, I guess in high regard could mean a couple different things, but it's like,
right.
It's all about perception.
It's being a brony.
It's being a brony. Yeah, it's like when you're a bro. Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes doing something ironically just to counter culture is different than a guilty pleasure. Because a guilty pleasure is like a person who is self-aware, like you and I. We can look in the mirror and be like, "You're a piece of shit."
It's true.
But we can like, we can watch. I don't know, fucking like a really dumb movie. I don't know what's a. I don't know. I can't even think of things that I do that are guilty pleasures.
Hood of the Living Dead. I enjoyed the hell out of that movie.
There you go.
I'm not going to lie.
There you go. There you go. Where you're like, I actually enjoyed this thing that no one else should or would.
Not at all. It's if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the movie that I used to get that clip of the guy that shoots the zombie in the news episode.
Shoot him in the head like they do in the movies. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
They just run away. That shit was fucking hilarious.
It was so good.
Yeah, bronies on the other hand are like counterculture. They're like, "Nyeh, you think I'm not supposed to like a little girl's play toy? I'll show you. I'll like it more than they ever could. I'm gonna make it my entire persona and somehow fucking ruin it."
Fucking ruin it.
Just ruin everything. So then, even if you're now that if my kid wants to watch My Little Pony, I'm like, fuck, I might like this, and it'll be a guilty pleasure. I'll never be a brony. Like, I'm not gonna get a fucking My Little Pony tattoo, but if circumstance brings me to the point where I'm watching some My Little Pony because I have a 4-year-old girl,
right? I
might be like, damn, Napalm has a great point in this episode. I don't know any of their names.
Napalm. That is amazing. I want to see the My Little Pony named Napalm. I don't know. It just feels like a weird concept for an adult person. I know I had them as when I was in high school and stuff.
You had My Little Ponies?
Oh, no. Guilty pleasures.
Oh. I was like, nice.
I definitely had some as a child because I had a sister.
I know, but I thought you were normalizing. I thought you were trying to normalize having My Little Ponies in high school in like the 90s, 2000s. Yeah. You'd have been like, what up, dudes? Check it out. I brought Rainbow Sparkle Dick.
Rainbow Sparkle? It helps me with my lining up for practice.
Dude. fucking, I shone it in the teacher's eyes. It's hilarious. Everyone loves her. Like, I don't know.
Nope, never did that. But, I mean, I don't know. That just feels like one of those weird things. It's like, why would you be embarrassed by anything that you like?
I mean, a lot of people, everybody takes themselves so seriously is why, right? Like, they don't want the perception of them to be tarnished because, everybody's got this, wears a mask, and anything that might reveal something behind that isn't like part of the built persona that they've created
I guess, yeah.
is somehow embarrassing to them because it gives insight. It's like parents. It's like music that you like, that your parents like, that you don't really like, but you know all the lyrics to, and like when it comes on, you're like can't help but kind of be like, oh, all right, you know what I mean? It's like songs that you didn't like growing up, maybe, but maybe now you do. It's like for me, for example, what's a band that I fucking hated? Like My Chemical Romance. Like now, I'd say, okay, I can appreciate them now because most music is absolute garbage, and those dudes were decent. They were just kind of emo, and I didn't get the makeup thing, and it was whatever.
Emo.
Panic at the Disco. First album only.
Yeah. I've hated country forever. That's all I can think of with music. But I still hate country, so...
Yeah, see, I don't watch a lot of movies to begin with, so I can't really think of like a guilty pleasure of one where I'm like, oh man, I really shouldn't watch. Like my wife will watch Scream.
Oh man.
Over and over and over. And Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter.
Just the first Scream or all four?
Just the first Scream. That's her like favorite movie of all time. Just the first Scream.
That first one's incredible.
I mean, it's got Matthew Lillard? That was the dude who was Scream Man. He was like, I think he cut me too deep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. That's
Scooby.
Yeah. Well, Shaggy.
Shaggy. My bad.
We were just talking about Shaggy. Hey, Scoob.
Hey, Scoob. You cut me too hard.
Hey, Scoob. Let's get a Scooby snack. Anyhow.
Yep.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard is a strong young man.
Indeed. I kind of wonder why you don't see him in anything.
Apparently, he retired after Scooby. I was actually talking to another person about Matthew Lillard earlier today.
Ah, well, there you go. That's
just one of those days.
Yeah.
Hashtag. Fucking who cares? Yeah. So
that's crazy because he was good.
Yeah.
Like he did a whole bunch of stuff that was totally different.
SLC Punk.
Yeah.
He was in Hackers.
I'm trying to think of some else that he was. He was just something totally different.
Without a Paddle? No, was that him? I don't think that was him. I think that was. Who the fuck
that was
it?
Seth Green.
Seth Green, Sean William Scott.
Was it?
Yeah. And then fucking Dingby Ridley. Dagnus, like the Ethel.
Man, we really are not talking about anything that we were talking about.
That's not true.
We got deep.
No, we're talking about Pokemon still.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're talking about Pokemon. So yeah, Pokemon, you got to catch them all.
Oh,
and if you don't,
him.
You're a bad person.
It's not Sean William Scott. It's Shaggy, Seth Green, and one of the three guys that is in Top Gear now. The blonde white guy, which they're all basically blonde white guys.
Yeah. That was a good movie. I liked Without a Paddle.
Yeah, me too. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Employee of the month. This dude is also an employee of the month. He was Dane Cook's opposite.
Oh, okay.
Now I can't. Oh, Failure to Launch. He was in that for a second. I think.
I don't know. I never watched it. I was never much of a Dane Cook guy.
No, not Dane Cook. The other guy. Whatever. I'll flash a
Failure
picture.
to Launch is Matthew McConaughey.
Right, but I think this. No, wait. Not Failure to Launch. Yeah, that's Matthew McConaughey. I don't know anymore what I'm talking about. Blonde guy. He's the blonde comedian guy in Top Gear now on Amazon.
Okay.
Although you have to have Motor Trend to watch it.
I do not, and I don't want to.
Fucking subscription services, man.
I don't like car stuff that much, so I'm good.
I mean, that's fine. You don't have.
Do you?
Yeah. From time to time, I like to watch those.
That's like cooking shows. I'm like, nah.
I mean, it depends on the show. It has to be something like funny, like the Grand Tour or Top Gear. Normally, my jam when it comes to car stuff.
I'll have to watch it. I also haven't really given car stuff a fair shake as far as like watching it. I don't know. Whatever. I don't really watch a lot of TV, so.
Well, there you go.
You know, I'm just a real piece of shit. Just a real Debbie Downer.
Well, all right then.
Guess I'll just end the podcast.
Okay.
So
We should probably end it. We haven't talked about video games in a while.
video what?
I don't know. But I did start the podcast by saying we'll talk about movies and TV
whatever the
shows
fuck we want.
Exactly.
It is what it is. I wanted to talk about. What did we talk about?
Guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
Which just led to all sorts of stuff. All right. Well, official sign off. Thank you for being here.